Just like that, back at Southampton Parkrun. After having 4 weeks ago, we come down here. Got a time of 17:32. Not going to lie today, a lot of nervous energy because I'm going for a set time. I did put a lot of pressure on myself. Yeah, starting off quite fast, trying to set myself in, trying to get a good start as always. Just trying to push through, trying to keep myself mentally going today. Did feel a bit tired. We done Farnborough half marathon last Sunday, which I was lucky enough to get a PB there. And we also, 10 weeks into the marathon plan, high mileage weeks, so we run on tired legs, but I'm going to give this a good crack and see where we end up. Yeah, and a big shout out to all the timekeepers and all the marshals. None of this would happen without you guys, and you take so much time and effort to help us out, so thank you so much there. Yeah, so I'm just looking, sort of assessing the area, who I can latch onto, what sort of times, you can't judge too early in, so I'm just starting to look around, spot any sort of groups that are together that might seem around my pace, but yeah, still sort of scanning. Funny what goes through your head. We've only just started and I'm thinking about getting a coffee to liven myself up. I am so tired. Thank you for all the marshals clapping on the way around for everyone. It is a good boost. But I am trying to get around here thinking, get me through this first mile. Well, I think it's just too much nervous energy took it out of me too early. But in my mind I'm digging already. But we're just going to hang in. Yeah, as the runner comes past on the right here, his top reads out, tough runs don't last, tough runners do. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, we're half a mile in and I hope this don't last because I'm knackered. Thinking to myself here, this little group here, is it going to be worth me staying around these guys? Am I going to be able to stay with these guys? You know, something to latch on to early on, just to sort of push me through. Yeah, so we turn right here and we're coming downhill and I'm actually really excited about that because my legs are aching so much. Trying to get as much turnover as possible with as less energy, trying to be more efficient here. Also, trying to read the back of that top. I'm not even a mile in and I'm too busy reading the back of people's tops here when I should be focusing more on racing. So yeah, got overtaken on the right here, just under a mile in. So I'm going to latch onto him for a little while, just until we get on the straight, just to see what I've got, see if I can sort of stick at this sort of pace. So still trying to get myself into it. Obviously, straight out your comfort zone from the start, so it's just about hanging in there for me at the moment. Into a mile in, obviously the heart rate's shot right up. Yeah, just like that, we're just over a mile in and back on where we started. So I'm just trying to keep this guy in sight, trying to use him as a base marker again. On the flat as well, so 5:30 pace got down to. Obviously I can see the runners ahead of me as well, probably being a bit ambitious this early on as with whether I can catch him or not. I am feeling still slightly tired, so we're just hanging in there at the moment. The marshal's coming up, great support. But yeah, just trying to hang in there and see what we can do. Right, so this bit's important because obviously you're coming uphill again, and then as you turn off left, you go uphill and you're climbing. This is where it could probably make or break your race here. If you use too much, you could blow up and not have enough for the downhill on the last mile. Or if you don't use enough, you can reserve too much energy and you're just not going to make up the time, even if you do go downhill. So we're just trying to stick with this guy again. Yeah, it can take a lot out of you as well. Like I say, I'm going to go for the overtake here and see how many people we can start climbing to overtake as we go up to the left here. But as I say, there's a massive gap ahead, so it's going to be hard for me to catch this guy up. I've got to take some real determination here. But he could end up blowing on the hills. Yeah, so this hill I was on about, turning left up towards it. The guy in front's actually, the gap's starting to close in my mind, so I'm giving me a little bit of a boost here. I don't have the two guys around me from 4 weeks ago when we sat in a little group going up, or some of the chase a bit closer. So I've just got to clutch at straws and do what I can here. In my mind, there's all sorts of demons going on. So we'll go for that stage. Normally around mile 2 that I do start to slow normally. So I'm just trying to hang in there at the moment. But yeah, just trying to get through. It's funny what your mind does to you when you're tired, all the negative thoughts trying to get into your head. But today I'm not letting that do that to me. Even though I know I'm tired, I'm still just trying to get through. And I'm not giving myself any excuses. Tired or not, as I'm saying, I'm still going to give it 100%. Right, so we made it up top of the hill now, so I can obviously see the guys, the gap's closing again, and I'm loving life because I hate that bit. So into mile 2, I'm going to get absolutely everything coming down this hill now. And I know if I can get myself down to the bottom, near the home straight, as soon as I can see that finish line, you always find something. So now it's just about digging right in and getting the average down on the time. So let's just see if we can catch this guy up. Absolutely everything's going into this as well. Legs are tired, arms are pumping, and my breathing's through the roof. Look at that heart rate as well. But your mind does funny things when you're in races, and I will not give up. 100%. I know, to clarify, Parkrun is not a race, but I'm in race mode and I am catching that guy ahead, even if it's going to kill me off. So the time's coming down as well. You've got to use it to your advantage here. This is the part where you can make up the time. You've just got to have it in your legs, and I am absolutely on my last legs. Nothing is going to stop me today. As tired as I am, as I keep going about being tired. For me, when I'm racing 5Ks as well, I'm flat out from the start. I don't do no progressive running. I'm on the borderline from the start. So for me now, I'm just honestly trying to catch this guy up. But he seems to be kicking really well. I'm not taking nothing for granted. I'm down to 5:30 pace again, trying to get down here. But then again, we can see runners popping up in the distance as well. So we are giving it some, and I ain't stopping. Yeah, so it's funny here. I am catching this guy up, and I'm actually swearing in my head. I'm having a row with myself in my head. I sound like a maniac, but in these times, I want to be out loud shouting, but I can't because I'm going to get told off. So I've just got to keep it all the thoughts in my head. But just say, I am going for this. Yeah, so I'm come up close against him now, and I'm thinking, right, come on, let's kick on, let's get past him, let's leave him behind, let's push him to the side and leave him behind. But he's shown some dominance here and he's coming back at me. Thanks for the marshal for clapping, giving us some motivation here. But in my mind, I know it's the park run, like I keep saying, but I'm getting him out my way and I'm keeping him out my way. But obviously things go through your mind when you're racing, as I keep saying. But then I'm pushing them past and I'm thinking, right, I'm on to the next person now. I ain't satisfied. I'm coming for whoever I can. So we're flying down the hill now, coming back onto the flat, just trying to keep that momentum going. I can actually see another guy in front of me as I come down here, and I'm just pumping my arms and legs, trying to keep going here. Honestly, trying to keep going. I can feel like I can catch him as well. People coming the other way, give him good support as well. That gives you a mini boost. I'm not too sure what I'm on for here either, so I'm not sure if I'm on for a PB or not. I'm not even looking at the watch. I'm just absolutely trying to catch this guy here. Breathing's absolutely through the roof as well, as you can expect at this point in the race. As you can probably hear in a little while, I'm probably end up shouting at myself, trying to get myself going, any sort of motivation. I just couldn't help myself.
Come on! Go on, Matt!
Yeah, so in my mind I'm just trying to catch this guy, just trying to keep the arms going, trying to keep the legs going, and I've actually kicked on a bit earlier than what I normally would. Normally I kick on a bit later down the line, coming back myself towards the home straight. So I've gone a little bit early, a little bit risky, but I'm just going to think, sod it, I'm going for it. And he's found something out of the bag and I'm coming with him and I'm thinking I'm not giving up this easy, and all of a sudden I've got a new lease of life for me. I'm sprinting, the breathing, heart rate's through the roof. I'm trying all I can just to try and beat him or stay with him. I'm going to end up going down to 4:45 pace or below that. I'm feeling sick as well, legs are heavy, but I am not giving up. I will get through that line.
Come on! Sorry. I was coming for you, mate. You got me a PB. Cheers. Done it again. Southampton Parkrun. Come up to the end of week 10 of marathon training. 17:16. New PB.